Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Strike up the band and welcome to another night of Friday Night Football here on Summit City Sports. And tonight's matchup between two important teams trying to fight for second place in the SAC B Division, as it is the Wayne Generals taking on the Southside Archers. Tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including the Big Eyed Fish. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne and a family-friendly environment only at the Big Eyed Fish. By Tom Steele Tire, 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Tom Steele Tire, servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. By Ottweiler Contracting. From peace of mind, from bid to build, Ottweiler Contracting provides you peace of mind throughout the entire process. Visit OttweilerContracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, building and training the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. Visioka Cleaning and Restoration. Quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what they're all about. Visit Siokas.com today. By the University of St. Francis. Visit online.sf.edu for degree programs that can be completed in as little as 12 months. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. By the 12,000 Hoosier men and women that help build Indiana. Of the Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LiUNA. Let's pause for the national anthem.
Cadet Lydia Cadet Nina Phillips, Cadet Mariah Wilson, and Cadet Indra Yee.
As the ROTC of Wade comes to midfield, presentation of our national anthem.
Yeah.
One, two.
As the anthems are presented, we welcome you back inside here to General Stadium again, or Wade Stadium, we should say. A matchup between two important teams here in the SAC Division B, as the Generals and the Southside Archers both 0-4, but this game means a little bit more than what you would think on paper. We'll explain that in just a moment. In the meantime, we say good evening to you. Welcome inside. Joe Northern alongside my captain in Gavin Wirt, and again, an all-important Week 5 matchup between two teams that are trying to find a way to get to the win column, but have been close, but no cigar. For the Southside Archers, again, they have a great chance tonight against a Wayne team that has really been led by Javon Irby. Why does that name sound familiar? Well, if you've been watching the highlights this past week, Irby had not one, but two important plays that got the Archers back into action thanks to a 99-yard touchdown return and a one-handed catch in the 21-12 loss against Bishop Lurs. However, also, too, the defense really was penetrated by the Lurs ground attack of 237 yards on 46 attempts, but Aurelius Gaston, with 9 total tackles and 3 TFLs, has been a really key component for this Southside defense. So, will we see the domination come in from Irby and Patterson, but also Gaston really try to step up? We'll find out. Meanwhile, for the Wayne Generals, they found a great way to rebound late in the second half against Snyder, but it was too little too late as they dropped that 31-18, their closest margin of loss in 2025 as it stands. As Coach Darian White, according to our friends at Northeast Indiana Game Night, said, we found a different energy in the second half. It created some positive momentum heading into the week.
They're all going to run out.
And quote unquote, I think that over the course of the game, the team showed a fight that we haven't seen yet. You can see a lot of different spirit, and we were a lot better this week in a lot of areas. Speaking with Coach White one-on-one, he also stated, quote, we need to complete the job in a 360 direction, so try to make it all full circle on the field tonight for the Generals. And they have a lot of great components to make that happen. Chase White, he's thrown for 444 yards on 51% passing, as it stands right now, while Justin White gets it up with 17 receptions for 146 yards. Justin got 83 of those yards for 5 catches last week against Snyder in the loss, 31-18. As we will step aside, get you ready to roll here. It is week 5, a pivotal matchup between Southside and Wayne. The winner will actually have a share of second place in the SACB. Back in a moment with the opening kick here on Summit City Sports.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Hard to believe we are 6 weeks away from the postseason, but here we are, week 5. It just felt like August 22nd was just a memory away, but now it certainly is. And again, taking a look at the standings again between these two teams. Second place likely on the line here tonight because in the other game of the B Division, which we have for you right here tonight on the network, Northside and Bishop Allures, they're in a little bit of a battle to see who can try to take home first place, potentially. As Northside currently leading that division 2 games, 2-0. Lures at 1-1. But the winner here tonight, should Northside not get the win, will put one of these teams in prime position for second place in the SACB division. And off we go. The Archers are going to be in the away white uniforms with dark green numbers and black trim, and the Archers logo on black helmets and black pants. Meanwhile, for the Wayne Generals, we'll have the powder blue helmets. No logos on either side, but the powder blue helmets, powder blue numbers, black uniforms with white trim, and black pants in the meantime. So again, a battle again between 2 very dynamic players when it comes to, really in terms of offensive sides for each squad. Again, we mentioned for Southside coming in as, again, at the top, we mentioned Javon Irby getting the big one-handed touchdown on the board last week in the win against Bishop Allures, but also to going 99 front to back on the board. But still, the Archers coming up with a loss at 0-4 here in the season. But in the meantime, mentioning too that Coach Darion White notices that he has a lot of great energy with his team, especially with that second half resurgence and the loss against Snyder, 31-18 on Friday night, last Friday night, we should say. Captains again headed out to the field. As for Wayne, it's represented by Noah King, number 7, Connor Main, number 52 in Jaden Brooks, and number 2 in Jay Swat. Meanwhile, for the Archers, looks a little bit like this, number 61, Maya Swell, and trying to get the other vantage point from our point of view. Again, we are at the Wayne home bench. So looking to see who those other numbers are. We see number 17, Kendrick Alexander, also a captain. And meanwhile, let's go ahead and mention our officials this evening. Brian Turk, Brian Neal, David Jones, Les Bagley, and Robert Hamrick will be your crew here tonight here at Wayne Stadium. Crowd continuing to file in, but also to what could be an important matchup between both teams. As the Generals will start with the ball here in the first half, the Archers will defer to the second. Other captains included number 4. Javon Irby, number 17, Kendrick Alexander, number 61, and Maya Swell, representing the Archers up front. Or Nehemiah Swell, we should say, representing the Archers up front. So again, should be a fun one here tonight. At the home of the Generals, again, both teams just trying to fight it out to see who is going to win week number 1. As we get it going here in the first, Joe Northern alongside Gavin Wirt. Again, winner will find at least a little bit more of an inside track to try to get in here into SAC division play. Both teams 0-4, but you never know what can happen with one win that could turn the entire corner for these two teams. Generals coached by Darian White. The Archers coached by Andre Goodwell. Both coaches very good friends, so should be a fun matchup here tonight at Wayne Stadium. Glad you're with us here on SummitCitySports.com as the Generals are going to kick it off right to left on your screen. Generals going to be in the black jerseys, powder blue numbers. Southside going to be in the white jerseys, black helmets, and appears to be black numbers from our standpoint, but maybe dark green. They go on a little bit of a squib. That's going to be whistled back, and a false start going to go on the opposite side. So they'll do it again. So a false start in the opposite direction. As they're going to push it back another 5 yards for Southside, so giving the Generals a little more room to work with. So move it back to 35-yard line. Sunset coming in here to Northeast Indiana. Sunset not necessarily for both of these two team seasons, but when you get to halftime, believe it or not, you are halfway through the regular season as it stands at halftime of this game. So still a lot of it on the line as kickoff going to be upcoming from number 23. Britton Eldridge. As Eldridge, or I beg your pardon, number 33, and Wallace lobs this up, received by the Generals, takes it down at the 29, but nowhere to go, and brought down by number 8 in Patterson. So the Generals will set up shop at their own 29-yard line to make it first and 10. An advantage for the Generals, so 71 yards left to go. Again, key players we mentioned last week in both teams' losses, of course, Jace White this season, he's thrown for 444, 51% passing, but Justin White getting 17 receptions for 146. And it looks like they're going to keep, White's going to keep it pretty tight, maybe stick with the run as it stands. And a whistle, and looks like an offside's going to go against Southside. Wait to get the official signal. There's too many in the backfield, it looks like. Potentially too many men on the field. That is on Southside. There will be too many men. Or encroachment actually going to go against the Archers. So they're going to bump it up. Let's make it at the 34-yard line. So a quick 5-yard gain could at least make the field a little bit easier for the Generals. They're going to go one back, but again, the running game is certainly going to be important for the Generals here tonight. As White again hands it off. And tough stuffed in, nowhere to go to.
Demir!
Is brought down by Keon, brought down by Dietrich Smith III.
Taken down by number 6, Dietrich Smith.
So he loses 3 to make it second and 9. Chance again upcoming. White's gonna lob this one across, but sails out of play. So 3rd and 9, and again, Southside doing a great job of continuing to keep everything contained and in motion, and continuing to give Jace White more concerns than not here on this first drive. And also, too, only keeping the first drive at 46 seconds. So 3rd and 9 officially. They're back at the 30-yard line. As Wayne's going to go 1 left, 2 right.
Last time I checked his location, he was at home.
As White rolls across, finds to his right, got it. That's into the hands of Marcus Bradford, but is not going to be enough. It'll be a 4th down opportunity. See how many yards officially that's going to be ruled for.
Would you mind waiting?
Potentially 7 or 8 on the play. So 4th down and 1, it appears to be.
I would say text you if you need anything.
As that is awfully close, but
We'll be back soon. Okay. Bye,
just kidding, it will be 1st and 10. Again, close from our vantage point, but nonetheless, a quick 1st down coming from the hands. Thanks from White to Derek. So a big boost for the Generals as they get an all-important 1st down. Lobbed across, gets this now over to Morris. Morris, again, no room to run to, and he's going to be brought down. And a holding's going to go against Wayne in the meantime. So that's going to push him back even further. So again, the pass from White to Derek, not going to give him any advantage. We'll look to see officially where it's going to be spotted back at. As the holding now officially ruled by our officiating crew. So they'll set it at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 20 upcoming now for Wayne. So you get the free play, but still a lot of work, a lot of room to work with. 2 out on each side. It's back over to White. White still nowhere to go into. And stuffed back for maybe a gain of 1 or 2. As it's going to come on, boys. And the tackle's going to be on Keon Beasley. So 2nd and 20 at the 29. So no gain on the play. With 10:06 left to go here in the 1st. And again, still going trips. 3 left, 1 right. Chance again upcoming for Mack. Mack looks to launch the football, and it's going to be way incomplete. Nobody to meet. And 3rd and 20 now for Wayne. So the Generals with a wasted opportunity of trying to go up down the field. The holding call coming back to haunt them a little bit. And if you're Southside, this is pole position you're looking for right now. Make it 3rd and 20 at the Generals' 29-yard line. So the Generals again continuing to find back, or at least Southside again doing a great job on defense. One of the most underrated defensive-minded teams we've seen here in Fort Wayne. Lobbed back over to White. White again on the run. Doesn't go anywhere and loses a little bit more in the meantime. As he's going to be tackled for quite a bit of a loss. But it's going to be 4th and long, and I believe going to be 4th and 25. officially. So they take it back to the 24-yard line. Loss of 5 on the tackle, thanks to the Southside defensive end. Actually make it 4th and 27 officially. And so for Southside, an absolute perfect start that you can imagine on defense. As the Generals now will boot it away. Penalty flag going to be thrown. So they're going to let this bounce and brought down at the 36-yard line, but a penalty will be called. As they get it back to the hands of number 19, and Gaston. We'll see if that's going to affect the return in any way, shape, or form. Potentially could be a roughing the kicker call, so could push the Archers back just a little bit more. They are discussing up the middle. So roughing the kicker, actually going to help Southside a little bit more as it stands. Roughing the kicker, I beg your pardon, so potentially a re-kick up coming. As they'll take it up to the 32. So make it 4th and 22 now officially. As they set it back at the Generals' 22. As Eduardo Mata Flores again to bring it back, so they get it. As we'll see Christopher Moon ready to return it for Southside. So a quick return on the opposite end. But a roughing the kicker, going to give the Generals 5 more yards, but nonetheless could push Southside back a little bit more with 8:41 left to go here in the opening quarter. Great move across, and he calls a fair catch at about the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 upcoming with 8:33 left to go, a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. But no gain for the Generals, getting up 10 yards, but then pushing it back to the holding penalty. So now we'll see what the Southside Archer team can do. And again, led by number 4, Javon Irby, who's been a commanding presence on the receptions for Coach Andre Goodwill and company. As Murphy goes, 2 out, 1 left, 1 right. Just going to hand this up the middle, get a nice little gain of about 8, maybe 9 on the push. Make it now 2nd and 2, advantage to Southside. Maybe 9, waiting to see officially. He's going to be 2nd and 1 now officially. So the Archers with a nice quick 9-yard push up front. Lobbed back again. They settle this up front and push forward by number 7 and Moon, but penalty flag going to be thrown. So we'll look to see if that's going to push the Archers back just a little bit more. And it certainly will on the hold, so that'll give him a little more room to work with, unfortunately. So the Archers going to get credit for the hold. Going to push it back down to make it 2nd and 11. As a flag thrown at about the Archer 47-yard line. Or actually, take that back. They'll rule it 2nd and 4. So rule it from the spot of the ball. And again, Southside going with a run-heavy offense to start here this drive. So Irby tries to keep a hand on it. Irby's still with it, but nowhere to go to. And penalty going to be thrown against the Archers, it appears, too, at the 38-yard line. with 7:40 remaining here in quarter number one. This has been pretty much a tug of war, and another hold going to be called against Southside. So we'll look to see how far back they're going to push that to at the 32-yard line. So a second and 13, I believe. So second and 13 now upcoming for Southside. And again, what's kind of felt like a match of tug of war between these two teams. Haven't seen too much offense on opposite sides of the field. They continue again to push it back.
Okay, there's
cross again to Irby. Irby again. It's this down and nowhere to go to. It's going to be brought down by number 9, Javante Eldridge. So a third and 13, no movement on the play. So Southside again, they've been known to go to the air from time to time, but the rush has certainly been their friend. And we'll look to see if they go in the aerial attack, and they will.
6-7.
One on each side. Irby again in that QB1 position here tonight. So Irby keeps a hand on it. Irby launches this across. It is caught and a first down. As TJ Snow gets it. Gets it on the board. And give the Archers a first down chance.
Where? Because you're. Wait, I'm blind. Where? Right there.
As TJ Snow gets the quick dart across to make it first down opportunity at the 48. And Southside certainly trying to stick to the aerial attack. One left, two right. They hand this off instead. Gets it over to Moon. Moon gets a little bit of a gain on the play. He's brought down by a slew of generals, but they're going to give it a gain of 6 officially.
I do want to close it. It's a little short.
To make it second and 4 with 6:19 remaining.
I want the pink one. Dropping swords.
And the Generals again now going to go 3 wide to the left. So again, keep out for the defense if you're Wayne, as the left side could be a big one to keep an eye out for. Here's Irby. Irby lobs this over. Going to be out of play. As TJ Snow was looking for the reception but could not get it to go. And it's 3rd and 4.
First down.
Actually, no, he does get the first down, I beg your pardon. So it looked like he had a foot out again from our vantage point, but kept it dragging on the inside and keeps it dragging in there to make it 1st and 10 at the 32. So Southside in Wayne territory. 1 left, 3 right. Irby again. Back to run through. Irby gets up to the 30. Now finding the 25 before being brought down by a slew of generals again. So should be a gain of about 6 on the play. Or 7, we should say. So a 2nd and 3 now officially. With 5:10 remaining here in this first quarter. Again, no score, but the first time we've seen a drive going into opposing territory. 3 left, 1 right. Irby again to try to control it. Arnold way left for the Archers. Snow also in there as well. Irby trying to keep a hand on it. Irby gets it, and a penalty is going to be thrown. And a hold looks like it may be called. We'll wait for the official call. And it's way back, thrown at the 31-yard line. Two flags thrown, one at the 26, one at the 31. We'll look to see where officially the ball is going to be spotted at. Nonetheless, a big blow for Southside. when you do get the free play and an opportunity to work with, but they might push him back all the way to the at least 38. So one penalty decline, one going to be on the board. So they'll reset it at the 38-yard line. Let's make it 2nd and 9. Or well, second and 15. Second and 15, and a little jump to the opposite side.
Mine is bigger though. Oh, we're the same league.
Looks like that may go against the Generals. As offside against Wayne. So they'll set it back at 2nd and 10 at the 33. As it looked like number 7, Connor Main, was willing to jump up forward and leap to the opposite side of the interim. 4:38 left to go, no score. 2 left, 1 right. Irby again in waiting. Irby looks to launch this across. It is incomplete and deflected off the hands of Mackay Muff. As Muff had a good hand on it, but lobs it out of Archer territory. So a big save on the hands of the 5'8" quarterback here at Wayne. 3rd and 10 at the 32, 4:21 remaining here. And again, 2 left, 1 right for the Archers. Wayne playing a little bit with a whiteout defense. They go back to Irby. Irby launches this across, incomplete, and covered up.
There's so many referees. There's one.
And 4th and 10 for the Archers at the Wayne 32. So a little bit of a judgment call you have to make here. Do you try to find a way to go for it? You kind of have to, because it's too short, too long to kick. And they're going to go. They're going to try to kick it. All right. Maybe try to lob it away. So the punting team's going to come out now. So they're going to bring it back to return number 6 and Justin White. Jason White. As White squibs it, but not going to go anywhere and recovered, but delay a game and could potentially be called. We'll wait to see how that's ruled officially. Actually, they won't rule anything for it. As that should have been called a delay a game. As the play clock is at 0, but no whistle. And all of a sudden, it's the Generals now in prime territory. As they're 1st and 10 at their own 44. 4:09 left here in the first. No score. Throwing 1 out on each side. As White gets it up, but again, nowhere to go to. Going to have a TFL at this point, too. As the Archers again swarm. Number 42.
Let me show you Ian's.
So number 32, Kevon Morris. To make it 2nd and 13. So the Generals again continuing to keep the rotation moving. And again, nowhere to go to and brought down by a slew of Archers. As that was number 32 again on the carry, Kevon Morris. So Morris still nowhere to go to and actually being pushed back by no loss, but still a 3rd and 13. 3:06 left to go. No score here in this one. The Generals again looking for a left offensive attack as they've got 2 wide out, 2 in the back, 1 to the right. 2:51 remaining. White gets this across. White's got to hurry. White's going to bobble it. Ball is loose, recovered, but they're going to say it's incomplete. But nonetheless, a 4th down, and yet another great stop by the Archers to make it 4th and 13. And it looks like, again, number 2, Jace White was able to get it out in time, but if he didn't, that would have been a complete recovery for Archer territory. And potentially another opportunity for Southside to get back on the board rather quickly. But 2:35 remaining here in the first. The punting unit coming on. This one booted across from Mata Flores. They're trying to go for a bounce. Scooped up. Lost. He lost the football, but recovered in the meantime. It looks like by Snow, and it will stay with the Archers. But a booming kick coming in from number 45 and Eduardo Mata Flores. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 22, but a nearly bobbled opportunity at the hands of the Archers, but able to recover it thanks to the hands of number 3 in Tavares Snow. 2:24 remaining here in the opening frame. No score as it's been a defensive juggernaut, just as you would expect here tonight. And Southside again going to go 1 left on each side, or 1 on each side. 2 in the back. Irby again in that QB1 spot here tonight. They hand this up the middle, and again, nowhere to run to. Maybe getting a few yards on the return. They'll give him maybe 2-3 yards on the play. Looks like it's number 7, Christopher Moon. So they'll actually give him 2nd and 3. So a generous gain up front. With 2:10 left to go here in the opening frame. No score between 2 teams trying to get back into the thick of things in the SACB division. As the player is down and wheel steps aside. This is high school football on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio.
Is Cooper Richardson going to be helped off the field for Wayne? You can only hope he is okay for the moment, but in the meantime, it is 2nd and 3 at Southside's own 29-yard line. They go 1 left, 2 right. And again, QB1 tonight, the man who made all the big catches, now trying to throw to help his team get some big catches. And Javon Irby. Irby hands us up the gut, connects over to Moon. Moon gets the 1st down and then some. Roughly maybe a gain of 10. We'll wait for the official ruling. But a great rush up the front coming in from the senior running back in Christopher Moon. Making out 1st and 10 for Southside. They're going to rule it at the 39-yard line. So a 10-yard gain from the hands of number 7. And can lucky number 7 be the ticket here tonight to get 6 and maybe 7 with the extra point. Or 8. Lobbed again back over to Moon. You're going to get no gain on the play. As Christopher Moon doesn't get a gain on the play with 1:24 remaining, and we got a little bit of a difference in game clock and play clock. So again, We'll see if the Archers are going to be content to at least try to milk the clock a little bit. You want to get a first down if you can to try to reset the territory, but maybe not get too much of a gain so you don't throw your squad off just a little bit. 1:03 left to go, 7 on the game clock. Chance again upcoming. Here's Irby. Irby on the run. Irby gets it across. Irby gets a little bit of a run down at roughly the 43-yard line on the run. So hands this off again. So we'll look to see if a horse collar will be called. No horse collar. They say play on.
Right there. And that's starting.
Let's make it a 3rd and 7. So the Archers now 3rd and 7. 52.4 remaining. This ball pushed out of play, so they're going to have to try to get some time for it. 7 seconds remaining. 52.4 left to go. Irby hands it off again to Moon. Moon gets enough for the first down. And a nice run up the middle to get it down to roughly the 48-47-yard line. As we'll take a look at that again one more time, powered by our friends at Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. As you can see, Moon gets the chance, gets it up to the 49. That's where they rule the knee down. So now about 11-second difference between game clock and play clock. So Southside going to have to get it off one more time. 1st and 10 at the Generals' 49. And Irby's going to try to keep it himself. Irby finds a gap. Irby gets enough for another first down. And the QB keeper going to gain 12 on the play. We'll play that one more time. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. You can see he finds a great route up the middle. Gets past really open real estate for the Generals. Clock continuing to run. 7 seconds remaining. Generals, or I should say the Archers, content to maybe run it down. And that is how the first quarter will come to a close. So at the end of one we go. No score between Southside and Wayne. The Archers trying to continue to push forward here in an all-important SAC matchup. Back in a moment.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
As they're getting the clocks configured and ready to go, looks like it's t-shirt time going on. You can't see it on camera at the moment, but again, 2 of those t-shirts have $100 in there ready to go, so somebody's going to win some money tonight. Can Southside find a play to get some money going for them? Here's the rush up front, nowhere to go to. As Elias Roberson doesn't get too much of a gain. Smog brings it over. So we're going to give him 1 to make it 2nd and 9 officially. Joe Northern alongside who I think would be an amazing kicker back in his day, in Gavin Wirt. Delighted to have you with us. Great 3-point shooter from what I've heard, though, in the meantime, too, for the Warriors. So we've got a fun one here tonight. 5 games across here on the network tonight. We'll get you updated on some of the other action going on as time permits. But in this one, it has certainly been a defensive juggernaut between these two teams. No one getting past the 29-yard line. in each side, and a delay of game going to be called against Southside. And so the Archers are actually going to call a timeout in the games. So they will call the timeout. So no penalty on the play. Still be 2nd and 9 here in quarter number 2.
He kept doing this, even after they were done, and they threw one to him.
Well, again, we mentioned 5 other games across our airwaves here tonight, all across the SAC except one, which happens to be one of the most important games in the NE8, as we get you caught up on some of the action right now during this timeout. So East Noble leading Leo late in the first, 21-7 in Kendallville. The other game, Bishop Luers leading over North 14-7. So the winner tonight, should Luers hold this out, will be tied for Luers at the top of the table in the B division. Northrop up 20-0 over Concordia, but still no score here. Irby continuing to keep a hand on it. Irby gets it across, gets enough for the first down, and then some. Chasing it around about the 24-23-yard line. As King throws him out of play. Nonetheless, a 1st and 10 upcoming for the Archers, as they are flirting ever so closer to the red zone.
Only plays by 26-yard line.
26-yard gain for the Archers. So make it 1st and 26 in general territory. So they keep the clock actually going to stop at 10. Now they get it running. Chance again up front. This time he is in for the touchdown. As Chris Moon answers it on the board for the Archers.
What was that?
And a 26-yard run makes it 6-0 advantage of the Archers. The other game we have on, Carroll Snyder, they are even at 7 apiece. But the big swing across coming in from number 7. Gets 6 on the board. And the Archers strike first with 10:50 left to go here in the second. Extra kick upcoming this time from Wallace, as Wallace sails it through and in. So Southside gets a quick point on the board to make it 7-0 here early on in the second. Back in a moment.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
$7-0 our score here, and the quick touchdown coming in from Chris Moon as he quickly puts it on the board to make it 7-0 in advantage of the Archers. Joe Northern alongside Gavin Wirt here on an all-important Friday night in the SAC. As again, despite both teams being at 0-4, a matchup that has been a lot closer than you think here tonight. And that's booted across by Southside opposite end, dumped by the Generals. And picked up and lobbed out of play. Number 32, Kevon Morris on the return.
Is the most likely to get.
So Morris going to settle it.
You're late.
As Hamlet gets the tackle, and it looks like they're going to settle him up at the 25-yard line out of play. So it'll be 1st and 10. So the Generals again going to have to get something moving, and another General down as we will step aside. 7-0 our score as our trainers take attention to the down Wayne player. Back in a moment.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at
7-0 our score. The Generals now ready to bring it across at their 25-yard line. Gets this one across to connect with the hands of Morris. Morris going to get a little bit of a gain on that run, as they'll give him about 5 yards, maybe 6. They're going to give him 5 instead. Make it 2nd and 5 at the Generals 30. So 2nd and 5 play, 10:40 left to go here in first half. Again, the rush from Chris Moon has made the difference. Ball is loose, and it is recovered! It's recovered by Micah Billingsley!
And you look like 11! You look 11!
As Billingsley able to get on top of it. Take a look at that again one more time, as he was able to leap on top of it. And all of a sudden, the Archers now near the red zone, if not knock it on that door. And a great push again from Billingsley, as they're going to set it up at the 23-yard line in advantage of the Archers. At the Generals 23, 10:36 left to go. So make it a 1st and 10 again once more with 10:36 left to go.
Taj is so cute.
So now another swing on the opposite side. 2 left, 1 right. Still going to keep Moon in the backfield. It's going to be handed off again this time. Penalty going to be thrown, going to be brought back.
What the heck?
As Tavarius Snow was looking for it, but they're going to push him back just a little more. And Snow had a hand on it, but could not get it to go. They're going to push him back. How far they go, we shall see, but going to go back 1st and 20. They'll rule it at the spot of the foul, so make it 1st and 19 officially. Actually, correct, it will be 1st and 20. 2 left, 1 right. They're going to give it up the gut for Moon yet again as he gets a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, maybe down to the 25, 26-yard line. So they'll rule it at the 26, so a gain of 7 on the play. Make it 2nd and 13.
I think mine's better, low-key.
Chance again upcoming for the Archers again. 2 left, 2 right. Looks like trips could be the play here. As Irby sets up in the pocket. Irby tries to keep it. Irby still on his feet. Irby's going to have to rush it out of play and gets away unscathed. Maybe a gain of 4 or 5 in return. Make it 3rd and 9.
7, 8. This is my boyfriend. Right. We're We're married.
3rd and 9, 9:40 left to go here in the second. As it's really been a battle of tug of war, the one play of offense we've seen here tonight. Chris Moon, a 26-yard rush up the middle.
I don't even know. Only it was period of 5.
1 to the left, 2 to the right, 4 for Javon Irby. Javon Irby, we should say. Irby gets it up the middle, going to throw this out of play. Looking for the penalty on that one, could not get it. Make it 4th and 9 now officially. So we'll look to see if they're going to go for it. I feel like you kind of have to at this point. Because again, too far, too close for a punt. Maybe they will go for the punt. Actually, a kick is the move they're going to go for. So they're going to go for 3 here. It's number 33. As Courtney Wallace tries to go for the 3-point kick. This is up, not going to get anywhere. Not even close to the return. And so Wayne will take over at their own 22-yard line. 9:30 left to go.
I don't know what's going on, but
here in this one. And it's the Generals trying to even it up. The Archers striking first blood about a minute 46 ago. Make it 7-0.
blue cheese called him that.
And what has been certainly one of those interesting matchups you look up here on paper tonight again. If you do get the win and Lurs gets the win on top of it, things certainly change in the SACP division. Three left, 1 right, 1 to the backfield for the QB, and Jace White. White darts this up the middle. It is caught. Caught again by this time by Keandre Mack. Actually, I beg your pardon, number 4, Noah King getting the reception on it. Smith on the stop. Let's make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 3. Again, you got it on the half-yard line, so kind of a judgment call. Do you roll it closer or do you roll it back the other way?
Are these seats supposed to be tough?
No gain. Maybe a gain of 1, however, on the rush for the Generals. But not going to go anywhere to make it 3rd and 3.
Give him a 1 to play.
Give him 1, interestingly. 3rd and 2 now. 8:28 left to go here in this opening half. The touchdown from Moon has made the difference. And the Generals very content with just trying to keep it running up the gut. Maybe they won't here. And incomplete off the hands of White. And a 4th and 2 in the punting unit. Likely to come on for the Generals. So another big stop again up front for the Archers. As Wayne is only going to gain about 8 yards on the drive. 3 plays. So just like that. Moon is going to be back to return, which should awfully be interesting for the Archers. Back to bring it across again for Wayne. This one lobbed up from Eduardo Monteflores. Moon picks it up. Moon finds a seam to the left. Moon finds another gap. Moon, he's gonna go! No one to beat! Chris Moon, touchdown! And for 2 weeks in a row, the Archers get a kick return for a touchdown.
That was a trash ball.
No flags on the play. We take a look at that again one more time. Chris Moon finds a seam to the left, gets it up on the middle side, and has a couple of bodyguards waiting for him on the right. And it's 13-0 Archers. As Chris Moon, 13 points, Wayne 0 at the moment. Well, 12 points we should say. And a chance again for Wallace. Trying to go 2 for 2 on the PATs tonight. Wallace gets this up and good. So Southside with a quick answer back, making 15-0 here in the second. Back in a moment. This is high school football on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back again deep for the Generals. You have two men back there. You have number 23 in Brian Williams, number 32, Yvonne Morris. And again, to boot it away, a man who's got 2 points of his own tonight in number 33 in Corday Wallace.
But who is this?
14-0 our score. Southside certainly opening up the door thanks to number 7 tonight up the middle in Chris Moon. Going to be picked up in the meantime by Morris. Morris looks for a seam, but going to be stuffed by Southside. And this time, number 43, it's Trayvon Hamlet. So we'll set it to be 1st and 10, but deep in the General's own territory at about the 13, maybe 14, let's say 14-yard line for the Generals. 14-0 our score. Chris Moon already here tonight. He's got the 2 touchdowns, one a 26-yard rush, the other about a 56-yard return. And it's 14-0 an advantage of the Archers. Chance again. This is going to be way back in. Incomplete! Intended for number 4 in Noah King, but picked away by the Archers. If if King had the hand on it, it would have been escorts all the way and be trimmed down to a 1-score game. Instead, 2nd and 10
I smell food.
at the General's own 13. Lobbed over. Chance again. This time, definitely a 1st down and then some for the Generals. Going to gain about 22 on the play. Carrier looked like it was to check.
Okay. Let me tell you.
Justin White had enough for a 1st down, and actually going to be a 23-yard gain on that one. So 1st and 10 at the Generals' 36-yard line. Bubbled across. It finds King. King looks for it. Hold, however, could be called. As King had the route, but a hold may be pushing it back a little bit more. So we'll look to see it's thrown at about the 40-yard line, so they're going to push him back just a little bit more. Wait to see officially how far back they're going to take it, though. Thrown at the 40, they'll take it back to the 30, so make it 1st and 16 now.
Yeah.
First and 16 here. In the second quarter, 7:07 left to go. Archers up by 2 touchdowns. Hand it off again, this time finds Bradford. Bradford finds the open seam. Going to get a little bit of a gain on the run. At least 7, if not 8 yards away from the official ruling. Bradford gets it up, going to gain about 8 on the play. Let's make it 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. For Wayne, still deep in their own territory. They've only had a few plays in opposite territory here tonight. Could this be something that opens it up for the Generals? It goes back again for White. White, 2 flags going to be thrown. And it's going to be brought back against the Generals. We'll look to see what penalty is going to be thrown. Offside's going to, and a hold's going to be called, actually. So again, back-to-back holds, or back-to-one-back holds called against Wade with 6:19 remaining here in the 4th. We'll see how far they're going to push this one back. Penalty is going to be declined, so they'll say 3rd down. So no penalty will. So penalty declined. It'll be 3rd and 8 at the Generals 38. Southside again, looking to try to get some quick scores. Nowhere to go to. Hang on! Caught by Richardson. Richardson gets a movement, but another penalty will be thrown. Southside took an earlier timeout, so we're showing that for you now, but another penalty going to be called. And it's going to go yet against the Generals. So we'll see how far back this is going to push them. And they're going to punt it away, so penalty again declined. So 4th and 8. But another big stop in opposition territory, in their own territory, we should say, for Southside. So they lead at 14-0, just a little over halfway through quarter number 2. Flores ready to tip it off. Flores gets this one up and over, going to get a bounce off the foot. We're going to let that roll all the way to the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10 Southside, so a moving punt to push them back just a little bit more, but again, it just takes one play for this Archers team, as we've seen, to really light things up. We saw it from, again, Javon Irby last week, now in that QB1 spot here tonight, but Chris Moon getting 2 big runs up the middle to change everything on the board for the Archers. And it's 14-0, 5:46 left to go here in quarter number 2. Joe Northern, Gavin Wirt, delighted to have you with us. So 1 left, 2 right, upcoming again for Irby. Rushed up, handoff coming into Snow. Snow gets a lob, penalty going to be thrown. It's going to be brought back, and a dirty hit. And hang on, extracurriculars going to be snuffed out, but a dirty hit up front. So penalties look like they're going to offset potentially. So 1 in the advantage of the Archers, but 1 the advantage of the Generals. So it looks like maybe a hold in the back for the Archers. But again, the big hit up front from what looked like to be number 43, number 41, Mekhi Muff potentially. Nonetheless, it's the Archers that are going to have to move back a little bit more. So the hold is going to be called. But looking to see, again, the discussion, because you had the hit, the out-of-bounds hit, which would be an unsportsmanlike, and potentially you would maybe gain about 5. Actually, they're going to take it back. They're going to take it back, so it's just the hold going to go against the Archers. So a quick steal for the Generals, making now first at 25. Here in the second. So first at 25. 5:40 left to go here. They're going to have to go way deep at their own 16. Chance again upcoming, but not too much movement to work with as they're going to run it up again in the middle. Let's see how many officially that'll gain. The 24. So make it second and 13, I beg your pardon. Good run up the middle, but that's second and 13. So both penalties actually going to go. Previously did go against the Archers. This one handed up the middle again. Another penalty going to be thrown back. That's going to be thrown at about the 26-yard line. Another hold is going to be called against the Archers. So the penalty is again continuing to mount for the Archers here in this second quarter. So they lead at 14-0, but a very penalty-ridden drive we have going on here. So they'll push it back a little bit more. We'll look to see officially. They're going to take it all the way back to the 15-yard line. Make it second and 23 now, possibly. Second. Should make it second and 21 now. So second and 21, 4:45 remaining here in the second half, or first half rather. Lob nearly picked by number 11 in Tyree Eldridge, but could not get it to go. And a third and 21, Eldridge going to break it up in time, but again, a second near opportunity for Wayne here this evening to try to take it back for 6. But again, a masterful defensive effort coming in. Coach Darion White and company here in this drive to keep it down to a 2-score affair. But again, the Archers, they will get the ball to start the second half, so something to keep in mind. Here's Irby. Irby darts it across, incomplete. Irby could not get it to go. And the punting unit returning for the Archers. They're going to set them up in pretty good territory with 4:31 left to go here in the second. 14-0. An advantage of Southside. 12 of those again coming in for the rush from Chris Moon. So again, we see number 33 in Cordy Wallace now ready to bring it across. So Wallace again looking to boot it over. See the Wayne returner going to have it in their own territory, but a penalty going to be thrown against Wayne. Hang on a second, folks. A delay of game going to be called. The Archers actually going to get pushed back even further. So 4th and 26 officially now. It's our public address announcer with the Great Line, 4th and about a mile. It's awfully close. So Southside now deep in the opposite end zone. So if you get a block here, if you're Wayne, you got a lot of good things coming. This one going to be booted away. And they're going to be content to let it bounce. And down at, well, let's see officially when the bag was thrown. 48-47 yard line. Somewhere in the 40s, but it is in Southside territory. We know that. And at the 46. And so the Generals now with an opportunity. With 4:21 left to go here in the first half. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll get you caught up with some of the other games going on across the 260, including a big one that could potentially decide the NE8, at least a share of first place on the line in the NE8 tonight. We'll have that for you, plus scores of the other SAC games. And keep in mind, winner of this, should Lurs win, winner will be right back into the thick of things in the B division. That coming up and more at halftime. Brought up from White. White gets this up the middle, but nowhere to go to. As he was able to dart it across at a time. That was caught by number 6. Jason White gets it on the board. So not too much of a gain. So we'll say 2nd and 10 officially here. 2nd and 10 now. Back again. Mac, ball is loose. But it's going to be coming back no matter what. So penalty going to be called again against the Generals. Looking to see who's going to get credit for that one. Is thrown at their own 46. Their own 47, I should say. So they're going to be pushed back even further. So another hold going to be called against the Generals, which has seemed to be kind of the common thing we've noticed here tonight. As hold after hold after hold. And it's going to be 3rd and 15. .324 remaining here in the second. Scooped up in time, finds White. White looking for it, gets it across. It is caught again by White. Gets a little bit of a gain up front, down maybe at the Archer 41, maybe the 40. They're going to rule it at the 41, so still a 4th down play and decision time coming up. So they're at the 36-yard, actually the 41-yard line. They need about 5 to go.
Brings up 4th down for General.
4th and 5 now for Wayne. Wayne going to go with the trips. A lot of receivers out to the left. And it off again. White looking for it. White looks to lob it across squib. And incomplete. They were looking for the pass again to number 6 in White, but couldn't get it to go. And another 1st and 10 as the Archers again put it on a masterclass on defense, not allowing anything on the board, while the Generals have struggled to find the offensive side here this evening. 2:27 left, 14-0 our score. The Archers put it up, or the Generals, I should say, put it up 18 points last week against Snyder. Those have been the only 18 they put up all season long. With 2:27 remaining, Southside with the 2-score advantage. This one lobbed up the middle, finds an open gap. Here he goes, and a gain up to the 34-yard line. Looks like it was Moon. It is going to be Moon on the carry. And Moon gets the big push up front and a timeout Let's see if a timeout will be called. The Archers do get a quick 1st and 10. And timeout will be called by Wayne. 14-0, the Archers driving in territory. Back in a moment.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much.
14-0 our score, 2:09 left here in the opening half. And another lob over, push across. So Murphy gets brought down. Penalty is going to be thrown.
Number 4, Avon Irby.
As Irby now switching back into the receiving core after getting some QB1 reps, we see Murphy back into the rotation. So a little bit of a changeup given in from Coach Andre Goodwill and company, and with good reason. So as our officials are discussing it over, coming up at halftime, we'll get you caught up on other scores. We can confirm from our public address announcer, as it is Bishop Dwenger 15 and Homestead 9. He's there at the half over there. So a big battle for first place going on in the A division, and a battle for second going on here in the B tonight. One left, two right. Murphy back again to get it over. Murphy again. Murphy on the chase. He's going to be sacked. As Quishon Love gets it down and in. So we take a look at that again one more time. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. As Love finds no love for the QB in Robert Murphy. 1:24 remaining, and timeout will be called by Wayne. They take their second.
14-0. Oh, I just hit my
And 14-0 our score. The Generals have had a little bit of a rough go of it tonight against the Archers, but nonetheless, it could be a long game. These penalties have just been thrown non-stop here. I don't want to say non-stop, but quite a few just uncharacteristic plays of what we've seen here in this one tonight. But it's been really in the hands of Chris Moon, who gets the first two touchdowns on the board for Southside. And that has certainly made the difference here in this one, as Southside leads at 14-0. Joe Northern, Gavin Word, delighted to have you with us. Both teams also looking for their first win this season, but the winner would find a little bit of an inside edge in the B division. Why do we say that? As we take a look at some of the other scores coming up after this play. As North and Lurs tied at 14 late in the second. But Southside again in general territory. 1:24 left to go. They get this over to Murphy. He's going to lob this over. It is incomplete. As Murphy was looking for it, no penalty will be thrown.
That brings up 4th down for the Archers.
So a 4th down situation for the Archers. 4th and 13 officially. With Irby trying to go for the home run pass from the hands of Murphy, but could not get it to go.
Hey, why'd you act so much?
So it looks like the punting unit may be returning.
I don't even see my hand.
Buck 16 remaining. The Archers will call a timeout.
I'm like 6-0.
All right, let's go ahead and get you caught up on some of the other action going on right now. It is East Noble leading over Leo at the break, 28-7. Late in the second, Northside Lurs tied at 14 apiece. In the other game going on at Concordia, crank out the mercy clock, 41-0 in the second quarter. And then in the other game we have on for you tonight, they are in the intermission. It is Carroll leading 34-7 over Snyder. And Carroll leading 34-7 over the 2023 champions in Snyder. Carroll leading 34-7.
Carroll 34-7.
So believe it or not, in terms of close games, the SACB is the place to be right now. With Northside and Lurs even at 14-0 here, but again, two longtime opponents. You never know what can happen here. They're going to go for it. Murphy launches across. It is incomplete! As KJ Alexander was looking for the highlight reel, could not get it to go. And so Wayne will have one more chance at it. 14-0, but $1:10 left to go here in the second quarter. So first and 10 Wayne, and in pretty good field position too. At their own 38-yard line. 62 left to go, 70 seconds to work with. Two left, two right. Again, the quarterback in White, ready to bring it over. White is not going to go anywhere, as he's going to be pinned down about 9 yards. So it's going to be maybe 2nd and 18 at the latest.
How's he going to get a concussion?
So 2nd and 18 officially. As Wayne will yet take another timeout. And Southside with the 1 remaining. Well, don't forget, next week on Summit City Sports, more action coming up for you on the volleyball court and on the soccer pitch as it stands. Coming up on Monday night, we'll have Carroll taking on Homestead in girls soccer, and in volleyball action, the resurgent Blackhawk Christian Braves taking on Columbia City. Both games get started, or coverage starts a little before 7 p.m. right here on Summit City Sports. And then on Tuesday night, a resurgent East Noble team on the volleyball court will be taking on the Belmont Braves in a key 88 matchup. Coverage begins 6:30 p.m. On the pitch, we'll have Southside taking on Concordia in a key boys matchup. Gavin Wirt will be out there at that one. Tim Atkinson will be on the call for both of your soccer matches coming up on Monday and Tuesday. And also, if we could, we'll wait just a little bit for some other words to say, but good news we should say about our friend Mr. Tim Atkinson coming up in just a little bit. Meanwhile, 2nd and 18 with 51 seconds remaining. Chance again upcoming, finding White. White looks for the run ball. It is intercepted! A pick again!
White pass.
As KJ Alexander gets it for the pick. Alexander finds a way on the INT, and the home run ball backfires. As Alexander was ready to meet it in time and coverage, 43.3 left to go, and you have to think, maybe take it easy here in
So cute, bro.
the last stages, but no, they want to go for a little bit more. And whistle. We're going to gain about maybe 7 yards on the rush, 5 on the rush. 4 of them.
No, play with my food.
29 seconds left to go.
Guys, I think I have too much syrup.
Make it now 2nd and 3.
Look at it. It's already melty. Yeah?
Murphy, got to get rid of it. Murphy gets it across and incomplete. So 3rd and 3 upcoming. So 15.3 left to go. Again, something to keep in mind. The Archers do get back with it to start the second half.
Oh yeah, me and Aubrey fell out.
They
for
really
real.
find a way to enunciate what has been a resurgent
talking
effort
about
here
me.
this evening.
I was right behind her, and
Substitution going to be coming in, number 25 for the Generals. And Braden Mendez. Flores coming off.
Fake and two-faced. Like, you're about to be in high
Chance
school.
again upcoming, this time for
Oh,
Murphy.
Andy, you're
Murphy looks to lob it across. It is intercepted! Intercepted by Eldridge! Eldridge looks to find a gap. He's at the 40. Eldridge gets up to the 50 and being brought down. But time is out.
Number 11, Tyree Eldridge.
But Tyree Eldridge gets a deep INT to at least give the Generals a little bit of extra momentum. Let's run that back one more time. Not at 2x speed, as you can see. Eldridge gets it down deep into Archer territory, or even their own territory, and tries to get it back in the area of the Archers. But it is at the end of half number 1. So we go to the intermission. And our score, it is Southside 14, Wade nothing. We'll be back in just a little bit to get you caught up on second half action here from Wayne Stadium as the Archers getting 2 all-important touchdowns, 2 from the hands of Chris Moon. But the Generals not going quietly into the night. Back in a moment. This is high school football on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go.
game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake I bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Extended intermission here at Wayne as it's homecoming night for the Generals here, and homecoming celebrations continuing. Of course, the combined Wayne and Southside bands entertaining at halftime in homecoming court. In the meantime, Joe Northern alongside Gavin Ward. Really, the story to tell you is Chris Moon, nothing but finding a full moon this evening as he's got 12 of the Southside 14 points, one of which thanks to a big return in the back, a 56-yard touchdown. As we will go back and show that to you again once more as Moon was able to find a way to get to the back of the end zone.
Wait, that one?
Midway through the second quarter. You see it the 52-yard line. Able to completely dash across and have two escorts, making three escorts ready to take him in for 6. And no surprise if you're a Southside fan, he has 78, just under 79 rushing yards per game on the season. In rushing touchdowns, he had 2 coming into tonight. He has already doubled that here this evening with 4 rushing touchdowns on the season. Meanwhile, let's get you caught up on some of the other action going on across our airwaves tonight. Everybody's talking about that big 88 matchup over in Kendallville, but it's East Noble with a 2-score advantage, a hearty 2-score advantage, 28-13. As East Noble over Leo, they are midway through the third quarter in that one. Over at Concordia, it is all Northrop on the rebound game tonight as they lead it over the Cadets 41-0. They are just in the third quarter in that one. They're starting the clock on that one. Over at Spooler Stadium, it is the Carroll Chargers. Yes, the Carroll Chargers leading over Snyder 40-7 as they are about midway through the third in that one. And then our other game going on, the other game which, believe it, we kind of joked around about it, but it is true tonight. The SAC B is the place to be. It certainly is right now. They are even at 14. Just a couple of miles away from us over at Lurs Field as it's 14-14 Northside and Lurs. And that game awfully important too if you look at the SACB because as it stands, should Northside win, they will have a little bit of an extra advantage on it in the division and a very good advantage in the division as they would lead that division at 2-1. So a 2-1 affair. Same thing for Bishop Lurs. Winner of that would go 2-1. But the winner of this game would go to 1-2 and put them in position for second place. So winner of this, you've got yourself an opportunity to try to get a division championship sooner or later. And in the B division, you get a couple W's on the board. Could certainly make all the difference and give you more momentum coming in to postseason play. How will that shape out? We shall see. But in the meantime, as it stands right now, 14-0. Chris Moon is the story here so far, but a late pick on the opposite side from the Generals at the hands of number 11, Tyree Eldridge. Got a nice return, but time and Southside receiver, Southside defensive ends intervene.
Part up here. Samaya Gaines. You're now ordering pizza.
So now, apparently we're ordering pizza on a student debit card. We'll be back in the second, coming up in a moment.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We welcome you back. Third quarter just about to get underway. Joe Northern alongside Gavin Wirt. Glad to have you with us here on an all-important Thursday night matchup. Friday night matchup. Feels like a Thursday, but definitely a Friday night matchup here in Week 5. And now I have some unfortunate news to tell everybody. We are now officially halfway done through the regular season. We are now officially halfway done through the regular season. So 18 quarters to go. No matter how way you look at it, no matter which team you're looking for.
Into the third quarter. Under Dwyer, 15.
As we are getting some updates in some of the other games. Currently Bishop Dwenger leading over Homestead. That is 15-3. They are headed to the third quarter there. That's a battle for the A Division first place. Battle of B Division first place going on right now. Eli Lawrence has the call over at Lurs. They are even at 14, but this one a battle for second and could definitely set up for something interesting.
No, Emily!
As this one is going to be bobbled back, but multiple flags going to be thrown, and hang on, we've got somebody taking him down, and this is going to get ugly. Player is pushed. They're trying to separate and quickly get it done, but clearly an unsportsmanlike going to be thrown. So we'll take a look at that again one more time. As it looked like the push out coming in from number 14 for Southside and Jaden Jenkins, number 25, Raylan Harris involved. But a couple of generals, too, involved in the skirmish as well, something you really don't want to see no matter what. So they're going to push back the return even further as the flag was thrown at the 1, so going to be one of those rare situations where if you get a good defensive stop, a touchdown, or dare we say a safety tonight could be in play. But as our officials are discussing what's going on, and the officials are signaling the Generals bench back on the opposite side. Get other games going on right now. It is East Noble up at the break, 28-13. Concordia trailing Northrop by 41. They're at the third quarter there, about to hit the fourth. The other games we have going on, Lurs and Northside, they're even at 14, midway through the third. And then Carroll and Carroll leading Snyder still 40-7, midway through the third. So again, the other games that are going on, if you happen to join us from one of the other games, we welcome you. We've had a fun one here tonight at Wayne Stadium, but it's been all about lucky number 7 and Chris Moon. As penalties, it looks like they're going to offset. They still have the penalty flag hanging out at the 1. Back in the Generals end zone, and they're going to bring it back yet again. So again, the officials discussing with the Wayne coaching staff, in particular in head coach Darion White. Well, again, stat leaders we want to mention, though, coming into tonight's game, it's been Kevon Morris, who's had at least a good route on the rushes, averaging 22.5 yards per game. Noah King, 80.89 yards on average in a game, and he's done a great job of at least continuing to get those yards on the board. Only 1 yard, only 1 touchdown for him as it stands right now. So the offense, you can tell, has clearly gone through King, White, and Eldridge. Eldridge, however, getting a nice pick to close out the first half, but has certainly not found a way to get it. But the Generals, again, certainly still have a little bit of work left to do. Let's go ahead and show you the pick that ended the first half again once more. As you can see, Eldridge was able to get it down at the 15, but lob it back on the opposite side. But time intervened. So a hold's going to be called actually against Southside. Another unsportsmanlike penalty is going to be declined. And another penalty picked up on Southside. So nonetheless, they're going to be pinned deep, as Southside getting all 3 of them on the board. So the illegal touch going to go against the Archers to make it 14-0 here in the third, as we are still waiting to get the 3rd yard. So as the players again getting reset, we'll let you know some of the early action we will have for you next week here on the network. It is we will see Dwenger at Northrop, a big one in the A division. Tim Atkinson and Jeff Mahoney will be at that one for you. We'll also see these Wayne Generals take on Northside, Belmont at Leo, and Fremont at Churubusco. Those are at least the 4 we know we will be joining you from next week. But now it's going to be a full field drive upcoming for the Archers. And can they find a way to strike the bullseye and go all the way? As they are going to be, well, not necessarily in the Wayne end zone, but awfully close, as they are going to take it out to the 2. So now as the third quarter officially gets underway, 1st and 10. So this is going to be, if you're Wayne, force a fumble, scoop and score it, and you've got yourself another opportunity to make this game a lot closer than what it was. Murphy again hands it off, gets to Moon outside. Moon gets a run up the gut. Moon is going to go. Moon is going to go. Moon is going to go again for the 2nd week in a row. 98 yards. '98 for number 7. Lucky number 7. Let's take a look at that again one more time. Chris Moon. And for the 2nd week in a row, Southside with another return. 98 yards for number 7. And he has scored 18 of the Southside 20. And now again to bring it over, Britton Eldridge. As they're trying to get things set up again for, or actually I beg your pardon, number 33, and Corday Wallace. Wallace lobs it up through. 3 touchdown lead. All 3 again from number 7 and Chris Moon, 98 yards. My goodness. Last week it was Irby. Tonight it's Moon, and the moon is shining bright for the green and white tonight. Back in a moment.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the
We welcome you back. 21-0 advantage of the Archers, and Chris Moon is a story. 205 rushing yards as it stands right now. And having an absolute career night, as this one going to be lobbed up back by the Generals. Another scoop inside. Head down at the 31-yard line. But a penalty is going to be thrown. It looks like that's going to go against Wayne, possibly. He's brought down at the 30-yard line, but penalties thrown not terribly far after. So we'll look to see what the official call is, but in case you're just joining us, it has been all about lucky number 7 in Chris Moon tonight. 3 touchdowns, 205 in rushing yards, and trying to at least blow the door open for the Archers. So they're making a quick substitution. Penalty is actually going to be declined. So they'll reset it again once more. 11:33 just getting underway here in the third. I think it's Timberlake. Thank you. Thank you. It's JT Timberlake in for Southside. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of Arnold. So Timberlake in instead of Arnold for Southside. Arnold going to be wearing number 16 tonight for Southside, so a correction again from the fine staff here at Wayne and Southside. Of course, we appreciate everybody here and everybody making the action happen. It looks like we're going to have a re-kick upcoming for Southside, as it's already a 21-0, not even 27 seconds gone by. As again, they look to try to get it back again, opposite side. As Corday Wallace now lurking for the chance. Wallace now going to boot this one well back into the 8-yard line, scooped up again by the Generals. And here comes another move, but nowhere to run as Kevon Morris not finding a way whatsoever. And another penalty going to be thrown. As Patterson's going to get credit for the tackle. But Pittman again on the run. Again. But nonetheless, make it 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line, so deep into Wayne territory. They're going to have to set it up, and a personal foul is going to be called instead. And a personal foul going to go against the Generals, so it looks like somebody's night might be done, and it is. Looks like number 18. Potentially number 18. Not sure officially who has been removed from the match. But nonetheless, they're now down at the 9 after the personal foul. So a 3-touchdown game, advantage of the Archers. Pitch across again, a big hit down at the 5-yard line. As number 8, Devin Patterson gets it. As Patterson pushes it back again once more. It'll only be a loss of 1 to make it 2nd and 11. So we're just getting underway here in the third quarter. And so the Generals, again, going to have to try to draw up something rather quick. So they trail it by 3 touchdowns here in the third. Still plenty of time. Another gut up in the middle. Ball is out. Is it recovered? Hang on. It looks like Wade, it looks like Southside may have it, but a penalty is going to be thrown. So we'll see what the flag's going to go for, but as it stands right now, the Archers did get a hand on it. So not sure officially what's going to happen here as we take a look from our officiating crew. And what we thought was about to be a recovery for the Archers. So we'll get the roll in from our official. So penalty is declined. It is Archer ball. And so just like that, a big recovery for Southside and an opportunity to try to double up the points in less than 2 minutes here in the second half. And a first in half the distance officially, so you're looking at a first and 7. Actually, a first and 3, we should say. Another gut up the middle, not going to go anywhere, but still going to be enough for a first down. You're actually gain of 4, so it's 2nd and goal. So they do good. So no half the distance. It looked like half the distance at first, but they do rule it a 2nd and goal in the meantime. And again, it's just going to be running it up the gut, running it up the middle once more for the Archers. 10:08 left to go. Sails to the right, and nothing but daylight. As Javon Irby finds the end zone for the first time tonight. A quick 4-yard rush for the Archers. And it's 27-0, and the route is about to be on here at Wayne Stadium with 10:03 remaining. And so Southside again. They had been really the tale of close but no cigar for the most part of the season, of some of the close losses they had. You look at the game against Marion and taking the loss to St. Joe. Losing by 9 against a very good Bishop Blurs team last week. Whoa! A little bit of a botch snap. Going to be brought down to the 33. Not going to matter as it's recovered back at the 31-yard line. As I think the booth collectively yelled, whoa, at the same time. And so did we. 1st and 10 now upcoming as Southside will kick it off yet again. 10:03 remaining here in the third. Well, again, 2 quick scores and a $157. So the extra point clearly no good. But now the Archers again in kind of cruise control territory. And for Wayne, you got to try to find at least some desperation time here. kick up on the opposite side. So 27-0 as they're going to bring that down to the Generals again, who've just been trying to find at least some yards in opposition territory, but have not done so here tonight. As it's 27-0, an advantage of Southside. Joe Northern alongside Gavin Wirt. Get a busy night. 5 games here on the network, but it has been certainly all but Southside late on the run. Thanks to 3 touchdowns on the board from number 7 in Chris Moon. And Javon Irby gets one. Here's another rush up front. Wayne says not so fast, and brought out just past midfield. That's number 11, Tyree Eldridge on the run. As Eldridge finds a quick seam and all of a sudden gets it back into Archer territory. Take a look at that again. And gets enough to be pushed just a little past the 50-yard line, but they're going to rule him out at the 46. So 1st and 10, or 44 rather. So 1st and 10 in Southside territory. Wayne trying to start up the momentum here. QB keeper again. This time going to do a little slide out of play for the hands of Jace White. So White gets the nice slide in to toss it out to get out of play for the moment. Gets about a 5-yard gain on it to make it 2nd and 5 for Wayne. With 9:33 left to go here in the third. It has been all Southside, but the Generals trying to get some points on the board. They have been a strong second-half team from what we've noticed. Pitch out coming to the hands of Morris, as Morris is going to get a couple extra yards, and that'll be enough for a first down, I believe. If not, he's going to be awfully close, and it will be a first down for Wayne. So let's set him up at the Southside 34 with 9:06 left to go here in the third. And the Generals now trying to find some positive yardage. So we'll look to see if we'll get a timeout, and we will. They were going to maybe go with a little bit of a trips run, but it appears it's a timeout, an official's timeout, we should say. So we'll take it with them. Or Southside will call the timeout. We'll take it with them. 27-0 Archers. Wade driving here midway through the third.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for.
We're back as Wayne is looking to go 2 left, or 3 left, we should say, 1 in the back. As White gets another hand on it, going to hand this one up, but nowhere to go to. As it goes to number 4. As it goes to Ethan Malone, but nowhere to go to. But nonetheless, going to be a little bit of a gain for the Generals. Still give them 1 to make it 2nd and 9. With 8:20 left to go here in the third. It's been clearly a Southside bonanza in terms of scoring times, however, only 4 minutes of scoring. Here comes the rush now up front from White. White on the run. White gets past the seam and a first down, but a flag's going to be thrown at about the 26-yard line. So they were looking for a 9-yard gain, but penalty is going to be thrown. We'll look to see who that's going to be called for. As it's going to go against Swain. They're going to push it back a little bit more. So penalty going to go against the Generals as they were so close to the first, but it feels like you've got the proverbial Charlie Brown football being pulled away from you when you find the opportunity. As they're going to set up shop again at the 42. Actually, the 37-yard line. So a 2nd and 13 chance upcoming. With 7:58 left to go here in the third. Generals 2 out on each side. Bumble to football, still kept live. And penalty will be thrown. As the ball was out, but it appears like he kind of dropped it for a moment. Take a look at that again one more time. As it looked like maybe you were going to see White try to run it, but a botched snap just going to push him back a little bit more, but penalty going to go against Southside in the meantime. And a personal foul going to be called against Southside. So we'll see how many yards it'll give him. It should be enough for a first down. It's going to be awfully close, though, since they had 13 to work with. So they're going to go 2nd and 3, I believe. Yep, 2nd and 3. This one, got it up the middle. Here come the Generals. He will score. Just close. He is just close. And the run-up coming again from Kevon Morris. Make it first and goal for Wayne, and all of a sudden, the Generals now finding a little bit of extra momentum. With 7:26 left to go, as they're down 1st and 1, and a Southside player is down yet again. And we will step aside. 7:26 remaining. The Generals trying to knock on the door to cut it down to a 3-score game.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the knee.
So they reset it. 1st and goal opportunity upcoming for the Generals. As the big carry in from Kevon Morris got him down to the 1. But certainly close. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw a QB keeper in for White. White, ball is loose, but not going to go anywhere and be a loss of 1. Make it 2nd and goal now. So they're going to push him back 2 yards. So make it now 2nd and goal yet again. But they're down at the Southside 3. But a big chance to try to get it back on the board here. It's 1 touchdown, you find yourself back into it. Here's Jace White now. White with 1 in the back. He's going to lob this across to Morris, and Morris nowhere to go to, and he's going to be brought down for another loss. This time going to be about a 2-yard loss. It'll be a 2-3-yard loss, waiting for the official ruling. They're going to roll him down at the 6, I believe. So a 3-yard loss again for Kevon Morris, and a 3rd and goal. So you just had the cusp of it ready to go. And all of a sudden, you go 2 yards back, then 3 yards back, and you're setting yourself up at 3rd and 6. So wouldn't be surprised if you see an air raid opportunity, and that could certainly be in action. White is next to Morris. Don't be surprised if he looks out to his sides. He does. This one up in the hands of Eldridge. Eldridge gets it up. It is short. He is short. Going to be a 4th and goal as he's down at the 4-yard line. So just a little bit off. As Aldridge is going to be brought down by Dietrich Smith. So they're going to go spread. Money ball coming up here. The Generals have something in it to make it even closer. Here's White. White to the end zone. Incomplete. It is over the head. And a big stop from the Archers. From what was close to the 1. And now a big stop, but going to be deep in their own territory. And it's 1st and 10. And a big stop. As the defense again holds up one more time for the Archers. And it's 27-0 with 5:13 left to go here in the 3rd. In a game that's brought out of a lot of emotions on opposite sides, but nonetheless, it's been another run. We saw a 99 last week. We just saw a 93 in the second half. Does 97 come in sequential order? If I do, you might as well put a parlay ticket on that. 1st and 10 at their own 3. This one going to be brought up to Irby. Going to be nowhere to go to on that one. So if you had that as your mega ticket, you are not a winner tonight. But again, the one thing we've noticed that Southside does a great job doing is, again, finding the open seams and looking into daylight. And not holding anything back and moving forward. But you could see a 97 next week. Who knows? This one brought up the middle as Irby gets this one up. Going to be close to a first down. If not, will be ruled one. As they're going to give him 3rd and 3 now. With 4:14 left to go here in the 3rd. And again, Murphy's still going to hand it up again once more. Finds Irby again. As Irby's going to be close. Don't know if he's going to get much on this one, however. As he's going to be short. Just how short is the question? Oh, wait, nope, he got it. So that's reset to a first down. Again, our depth perception, yes, we're right at the 50, but again, when you look one side or another, it's the old saying that you may have seen on your car, objects may be closer than what they appear. So 1st and 10 at the 13. And Murphy, again, just content to continue to hang on to it. Murphy lobbed up, but not going to go anywhere and going to be tackled for a loss of about maybe 3 yards. Let's see officially what it'll be. From our vantage point, looks to be a second and 13 now officially. At their own 10-yard line with 3 minutes and counting left to go here in the 3rd. Again, in case you were watching other games, we'd like to welcome you inside to General Stadium. Joe Northern, Gavin Wirt with you. Another run chase up the middle. Here he comes again. There he comes again. Look at this. It's Murphy. Murphy. He will score. Or Moon actually gets it again. Moon does it again. Moon gets it. They're looking to see if maybe there was a foot out or not. But again, it's something that Southside has been known for. Run it up and finish it. A 90-yard run. And for Moon, that is his 4th touchdown tonight. That puts him at 295 tonight for Chris Moon, and they're going for 2. And all-purpose yards as Chris Moon. It looked like it was in the hands of Murphy, but it was Moon all day. And they're going to bring the kicking team on to try to make it an all-elusive 34-0 game. This one lopped up and good. So 2:33 left to go. 34-0. We'll get you caught up on some of the other games going on right now. Barring what could happen here in this one. It is even at 21 at the end of the third quarter with Northside and Lurs. So if you want to see what could be an exciting finish, if you're a Wayne and Southside fan, stick with us. But if you want to see an exciting finish, head over to catch Eli Lawrence and Josh Butts. 21-all going into the 4th. And that one over at Lurs Field. But if you want to continue to see the highlight reel from Chris Moon now with 295 yards, 4 touchdowns on the night, that is a man who is doing some work this evening. As we take a look at that again, one more time from Moon. Actually, no, we did not able to get that, unfortunately, but Moon again for the 4th time tonight finds a way to run it up the gut, and it is 34-0. So again, 1 point away from that elusive running clock. But what a great night and explosive offense that we've seen come in from the Generals this evening, as this one's going to be bobbled, but brought down at the 25-yard line. 2:26 left to go here in the third, but again, Southside just continually dominant here in this one. And again, out of the 34 points we've seen, Chris Moon getting 24 of them, quite frankly. With 295 all-purpose yards as it stands right now. And just like that, it is 34-0. The Archers certainly have shown a lot of potential this season, but certainly tonight have shown clearly what they're capable of, and it's long returns and long gaps. So if you even leave part of your D-line open, or even your secondary, even your secondary, good luck. As QB is going to be brought down by Jace White. Or White's going to be brought down a few yards more to make it now 2nd and 16. We're going to push him back all the way to the 16-yard line and make it a loss of about, well, maybe not 6 on the play, maybe closer to 4. Let's say 4. They're going to spot it at the 20, at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 14 officially. This one going to be thrown back and intercepted. Another pick up front for the Archers. So we take a look at that again one more time. Has number 19, as Aurelius Gaston gets the INT with a $1:23 left to go, and the Archers back in Generals territory. With 1:23 left to go, they're going to rule him at about the 26 to make it 1st and 10, advantage of Southside, and certainly a lot of movement to work with here. So they're going to go 3 out to the right, looking to try to go for that magic number of 35 and do it in air raid fashion. Here's Murphy. Murphy leaps over and gets down to the 14-yard line, 13-yard line. Actually, 16. This is brought down by number 7 of Connor Maid. So a good run up to the 14, we should say officially. Make it 1st and 10, advantage of the Archers, as it looks like, again, Murphy had to reach over to get the 13, but they rule him just a yard short. And again, another 1st and 10 opportunity. 45 seconds and running here in the fourth, 34-0. Lob again, upcoming, pass up, and does he get over? He does! This time, TJ Snow down at the 1. He was so close, but could not get it to go. So 34-0. Play clock more than the game clock. We'll see if they try to punch it in quickly here. And 1st and inches, 1st and goal on the inches, we should say. Here's a swing across, incomplete. As they stop the clock, 7.7 left to go. And so TJ Snow was looking ever so closer to punch it in, but just stretching, had the knee down at the 1. 7.7 left to go. I wonder if... Actually, they're going to try to move him back a little bit more. They take him back to the 3. I wonder if they try to go to lucky number 7 with the 7s on the board. They try to 7 out this affair tonight for a man who's already got 295 all-purpose yards in Chris Moon. One left each side. They go to Irby. Irby is going to be short. And that is how the third quarter is going to come to a close. So we go to the fourth quarter. Southside on a roll. Chris Moon shining bright, 295 yards, helping propel Southside to a 34-0 lead. We go to the fourth. Back in a moment.
For watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
34-0 as we go to the fourth, and the Archers looking to try to punch this one to try to finish the night off in style here. As they lead it 34-0, and it's been all about number 7, lucky number 7, and Chris Moon. Penalty going to be thrown. False start likely going to go against Southside. Actually going to go offsides against Wayne. So offside's going to go against Wayne. Still a 1st and goal. They try to go for the pushover. That's easy, up and in for a touchdown. As they go to Murphy again this time for the touchdown. And the tush push up front. And it's 40-0. And now, after the point attended, it is about to be turbo clock time the rest of the way with 11:56 left to go. As we see number 33, Cortu Wallace ready to bring it over. Alexander on the hold. Gets this one up, but no good. So we remain at 40-0. And so the Archers just finding a way to light it up night or drive after drive after drive, but weirdly enough, at the same time, it's been all from long distances. We saw one from 90. We saw a return for 63. We saw a return from 98 tonight. If that shows you that if there is no team you do not want to face in any special teams or any kickoff return, it is these Archers, because they will make you find a way to pay for it. As we take a look again coming up for these two teams and their upcoming schedules, as we are trying to get schedules loaded on our end, we should say. Again, Southside will be rather close to taking home the win here with 11:56 left to go. As we are waiting for the kickoff to get this one up, back, and over. Is the Archers will be headed over to Carroll, and Carroll getting a big win tonight over Snyder. Last we checked, that was 40-7 in the fourth quarter. Not sure if that one has officially gone final as of yet. But meanwhile, the Generals, they head over to Northside coming up on, well, next week, we should say, the 26th, for the last week of September. So again, other games in action right now. Northrop and Concordia. That one's over. A little fumble recovered again by the Archers. So they're down at the 20-yard line. As Northrop and Concordia is done, we'd like to welcome those of you who were just watching that game to what has been effectively the Chris Moon Show here tonight, with 295 yards and just continuing to find a way to blow it out here in this one. Joe North and Gavin, we're delighted to have you with us. And for those of you that were just watching Carroll and Snyder, we'd like to welcome you inside. Again, 40-0. If you want to watch more of the Generals and the Archers, you've got us for the next 11 minutes and 12 seconds and counting. But I would say, however, there is a very competitive game going on right now at Lurs Field. Northside and Bishop Lurs. They're late in the fourth, even at 14. Handoff inside. This one going to go up to Kamari Morris, as this one's going to be thrown. This is going to get out of bounds, as Allen going to get credit for the return on that one. We do have a final from Spooler, 47-14. The Chargers putting a whipping on Snyder tonight. And then Leo Easton Noble, that one is just about over there as well. 56-32 in a shootout. So that one, we might get a hundo over there tonight, potentially. Who knows? This one lobbed over and going to go out of play. So even at 21, 2nd and 4. Again, if you're watching us, go head over to Northside and Bishop Luers. Eli Lawrence has you taken care of. As what's going to be a fun finish to see who's going to be first in the SAC. And the other final we have tonight, 15-3, as Bishop Dwenger now at the top of the table in Division A. As they're going to stuff this one up the middle once more. We have a general player down for the moment, as it looks like that's going to be number 2, Jace White. As he's slow to get up, they're going to push him back a little bit more. And a third yard upcoming. Third down upcoming, we should say. So a 3rd and 13 at the 29-yard line. So again, it has been certainly a big one here tonight for the Wayne Generals. Or for the Southside Archers. This one, penalty going to be thrown, nowhere to go to, and brought down. As the QB keeper again, Jace White, looking for the angle, could not get it to go. And a hold going to go against Wayne, pushing him back just a little bit more. So going to be yet another 2nd down. Penalty will be declined. Well, 2 penalties, we should say. 1 accepted, but ends up being declined. That's correct. It's declined. So 4th down, they're going to bring the kicking unit on. 8:30 left to go here in this one. And Southside, we know what this team is capable of, but if you have never seen a special teams territory that has done just as good as they have, this is going to be a team you may want to keep your eyes on, and they could make a quick push at the top of the SAC B division. As this one's going to be booted. They'll bring it down at the 39-yard line. Another penalty going to be thrown, and that's been really one of the things we've seen here tonight. Penalty after penalty again, with 2 teams just trying to adjust and see where do you go from here. Again, Andre Goodwill in his 3rd season is certainly trying to find the right momentum for the Archers. But meanwhile, for Coach Darion White and company, again, 1st season, still trying to find some ways to gel together. And certainly as you continue to build your program over time and try to make things happen, they certainly can do so. And a general team that's looking to try to get back into the winner's circle one way or another, but it won't happen here tonight, unfortunately. Meanwhile, for the Archers, again, just a great show out of the gate. And also, too, with all the touchdowns, nearly all the touchdowns, 4 of 5 from 60 yards and above here this evening. As that's ran up by number 8, in Devin Patterson. This Patterson's going to gain about 7 on the play, 40-0. For the Archers, this is going to end a 6-game losing skid. And for the Generals, they'll be losing their 6th straight, dating back to the sectional opening round last season. Handed off again for Patterson. Patterson finds some open territory and gets it up to the 31-yard line. So a big gain again for Patterson. And gets the big run up front to get it down to the 34-yard line. And yet another gain for the big fella in number 8 in Devin Patterson. So as they try to get set in motion. Once we have a chance, we'll let you know the docket coming up next week. Not confirmed by any stretch of the imagination, but at least we'll let you know of some of the games we'll be at next week. Handoff again. They go to Moon. Moon has certainly passed the 300 club. Maybe call him Mr. 305, if not even more. Make it 307 for number 7. As much as I wanted to drop the Pitbull, Mr. 305 Dale, that was not going to happen. Instead, he's Mr. 307 here tonight. First and 10 at the 34. As a Wayne player is down. So we'll let you know coming up next week here on the network. We go multiple ways for you, as it'll be Bishop, Dwenger, and Northrop, a fun A-division battle. We'll have that game for you. Also, we'll see these Wayne Generals take on Northside, Belmont and Leo, and Fremont at Churubusco. Those are at least 4 we can confirm will be on the docket for you next week right here on Summit City Sports. Of course, be sure to follow our social media channels at 260 Sports for the latest information. Throw up front, nearly picked off and incomplete. 4:36 remaining here in this one. As the pass is going to be thrown incomplete. And tonight's games on Summit City Sports brought to you by the following, including the Big Eyed Fish. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family and friendly environment only at the Big Eyed Fish by Tom Steel Tire. Here's the big run over to Patterson. Patterson, does he have it? He doesn't. Incomplete. He was intended for TJ Snow, who's been ever looking so closer to the nectar of the end zone, but hasn't gotten it yet. All right. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're watching this, you're missing what could be a fun finish. 37 seconds left. 21 all, Northside and Bishop Lurs. So Eli Lawrence joining you on that one right now. Handoff up the middle. This is a run up for Patterson. Patterson gets down to about the 6-yard line. Enough going to be for a 1st and goal. And so the Archers going to snap that losing skid that they've had this season. At 0-4, they're going to taste the nectar of the end zone for the first time tonight. They'll taste the win for the first time. Another chance upcoming again. That's chased up the middle, but nowhere to go. Make it 40-0. A 2:20 remaining, clock continuing to run. And make it 2nd and goal now. As QB2, Devin Patterson now in the rotation. 3 out to the left. As they're going to bring out Irby along with Snow. Hand up, penalty going to be thrown, however. Going to go against the Archers with $1:50 remaining. As a flag will be thrown. So I believe we do have a final coming in from East Noble. Waiting to confirm that. 56-32. East Noble continuing the run of domination and certainly leaving no trace compared to the loss, compared to the close one over DeKalb last weekend. Actually, 58-38 the final on that one. East Noble taking care of business. Meanwhile, 2nd and goal here in this one, down to a minute remaining. 2 left, 1 right. As Patterson gets this one across, connects over to Robertson. Robertson brought up down to the 2. With 43 seconds, it's about a 6-second differential between game clock and play clock, as this one is nearly all but over. And so Southside going to improve to 1-4 on the season. Wayne going to improve to fall to 0-5 as the clock about to run out. 4-second differential here in this one. So 15 seconds remaining, 9 seconds. They'll let this play run. Does he get in? He does! A last-second touchdown! As Patterson tastes the end zone for the first time tonight. And it's 46-0, and that's how this one's going to come to a close. We'll look to see if they're going to have him kick the extra point or not. As this one's going to be thrown out, make it 46-0, and your final Southwide. As your final score, 46-0, as the Generals will fall. As your final, 46-0. We will say so long. We'll see you tomorrow.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength,